Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown. I'm back in my cider shed with some more cider to try. And I just filmed a film, and in that film that I filmed, I talked about the red shrews from Artistraw in Herefordshire, Lydia Tom, and single variety Cabernet. And now I'm going to do this. Another funky label. This is one of the earliest labels, I think. This is their Kingston Black single variety 2020. So same vintage, classic. We dabbled it in Kingston Black, hailed by many as the two greatest cider apples. I also would throw Yellington Mill into the mix, actually. But yeah, this is sweet. I think the other one was medium. This is 4.5%. Which is why it's sweet, because it's converted less sugar to alcohol. So I think this must be called racked rather than keeved. I'm not sure. I can't remember if they keeve or not. I don't think they do. But let's see what it says on this bottle. The single variety Kingston Black is made from apples gathered by hand from 3 different traditional standard orchards located in as many valleys: the Grey, the Golden and the Wye, all containing magical old orchards which are havens for wildlife and biodiversity. Rich in the apple's own natural sugars, this Kingston Black displays all of the classic characteristics of this vintage fruit. Red apple skins, subtle tannins complementing earthy notes with a bright acidic finish. So dab on it is a bit of sweet. So for those of you who don't know, you've got 4 basic sorts of cider apple. You've got your sweet, which is high in sugar, low in acid, low in tannin. You've got your bittersweet, which is high in tannin, high in sugar, low in acid. You've got a bit of sharp, which is lower in sugar, higher in tannin, higher in acid. And you got your sharp, which is high in acid, low in sugar, low in tannins. So the bitter refers to the tannins. So the dab on it, this one we just did, bittersweet. Kingston Black, bitter sharp. So this is going to be a sweeter cider, but I expect to have more acidity to offset that sweetness. That's what I expect. Let's open it up. Pop. That was a hiss. It said still. Did say still, but yeah, there's no smoking gun. Oh, there's a bit. You know what? There's a hint of pétillant about this. There's a hint of a prickle. Matches my new shirt. Look, my wife brought me a popular clothing shirt back from Greenpoint in Brooklyn, where we used to live. Got married there, had a child there. So she got me this when she was there, and I'm very proud of it. Right, let's pour this out. Pour the glass up. So wonderful. Yeah, this ain't still. So they've bottled it still, but obviously it must have been cold racked to get the sugar. Therefore, they've bottled it and assumed it wouldn't ferment any more in bottle. It seems to have fermented a little bit more in bottle, which means it'll be slightly less sweet and slightly higher in alcohol, one assumes, than what it says on the label. Look at the colour. Look at the colour. Gorgeous. Gorgeous amber again. Just getting loads of really nice amber, which you expect from bitter sharps and bitter sweets, because they're bitter. The tannin oxidises and goes brown and gives colour to the cider. So if you've got, I mean, most people watching this probably know this already, but hang on, just to give you a visual representation. All right, that, oh, less than 20%. Got it? Yeah, nick off. See that? See the colour of that? That's an eating apple. See the colour of that? That's the cider apple. Yep, very little tannin, if any, in eating apples, so you don't get the colour. Right, anyway, let's smell it. More delicate than the red shrews, this one. But again, there's a leafiness about it. Skins, it said that on there. There's a hint of very ripe fruit, but almost like ripe tropical fruit, stone fruit or something, rather than ripe apple. But there's definitely apple in there though. There absolutely is. It's just a little bit more guarded. It's a little bit more in the background, but it's definitely that super sort of rich, sweet, almost like caramelized apple character, red apple character. Nice. Smells great. This is a bit warmer than the red shrews was, the Dabonet. Let's taste it. I'm looking forward to this. Okay. Reasonable tannins, absolutely. Not so much hard tannin on the back, leatheriness. More astringency on the front of the soft tannin. There is more acidity in this. It's there, it's present, but it's lovely. It feels almost sherbety, which I like a lot. I mean, it'll be malic acid, but it's presenting itself almost like a sherbety character. Lemon, sherbet kind of thing, which I like very much indeed. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's great. And there is definitely some fizz in that. Not much. It's just a prickle, just the merest prickle. But for me, it doesn't qualify as still. I don't care. I don't care at all. I like a little bit of a prickle. Flipping heck. That acidity with the sweet is brilliant. I think Kingston Black, when it's dry, I find it almost too much because you've got no sugar, but you've got acidity and astringency. With this, the sweet and sour work so well together. The sugar and the sourness just balance each other brilliantly. I love that. From my palate, it's brilliant. The sweet and sour thing, it's great. Tannins are there, but they're gentle. So now that acidity always presenting like a Granny Smith sort of malic thing as well now, and there is like a green apple skin character to it as well in there. It's super. It's delicious. It's concentrated apple. It's in your face. It's not still. It's just slightly sparkling. But so what? Who cares? Who cares? It's none the worse for that. Who cares what it says on the label? It's super. I might send them a little message though, just to say it's a little bit spritzy, just a tiny bit, but it's definitely there. We heard it hit and pop when I opened it. We saw the smoking gun. So yeah, great. Really, really great. We like it. The Kingston Black 2020 from Artistraw Cider. We like. So guys, thank you for joining me back in my cider shed. I hope you join me again. But until that time, cheers.